Welcome back to my channel. In this episode, I am going to go over my new pinery garden, also known as a pinetum, which is simply a collection of evergreens. This border garden is at the back of my new French garden, just established 2 years ago. And I have looked for different sizes, shapes, and color contrast to make an interesting evergreen border. Stay tuned, we'll go through that right now. So at the end of this, I have 3 Celtic Pride Cypress. That's kind of a ground cover. And I will probably end up pruning it up, but for right now, it's something to put in this area. This is a Balsam Fir, which doesn't look like much, and it can get quite big, but I'm going to prune it almost into a bonsai, trying to keep it no more than 6 feet tall. I know it doesn't look like much, but when I do videos in the future, you'll be able to see the difference and just how fast it grows. Then I have a chameleon grass in here, which is supposed to go from white in the spring into red in the fall, which we're in fall right now. I am 2 weeks away from my ground being froze solid. Zone 4 outside of Minneapolis. So this is my vintage gold false cypress, and the color is really bright right now because I'm in the autumn. This will get about 2 to 3 feet wide, so it should be fine for this space. And I'll probably prune it back anyway to keep it smaller. This grass will probably be moved in the spring. I might move it further towards that balsam fir. Then what I have in this location is this is a Scotch Pine, or Scots Pine. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to topiary it in each one of these little arms. Each one of these arms is going to be pretty cool because it'll be a ball. So I'll start removing these needles in the spring and let this become, or maybe I'll do it this fall. We'll see if I got time. I'll start pulling these needles out, and then that will help this to perform and create more buds. And then we'll probably let that central bud on this one go. And when I candle it, I'll remove these smaller ones in the spring. But it should look really cool. The question I was trying to figure out is how far should I do it to the ground? I don't know for sure. I think I can always cut it off later, so I think I'll let it grow. But this is going to be my first time doing this. I got this for like $8 2 years ago online at Facebook Marketplace. Somebody couldn't sell them, and he wanted to get rid of it. And I thought, well, it was a good deal. And then for me, it's like an ugly Charlie Brown tree. But if you're going to take a tree and create a topiary out of it, or to do a bonsai, it's just like absolutely perfect. The spacing's perfect. And then you can see even with this in the foreground, you can see it against the white spruce in the background. And just the color contrast in the needles is really beautiful. This little tree is only a foot tall now, but it'll get quite a bit bigger. This is a Premo Arborvitae, and I got this at a local nursery. This one only gets about 1 to 2 feet in diameter and 4 feet tall. And look at the difference in the foliage. I mean, it's like a tight arborvitae. It's a darker green, almost an emerald green, but the growth pattern is just completely different. If we stand back a little bit and compare the foliage to the long needle pine next to it, you can see it's really striking. This next little shrub is really cool because the needles are actually white, like frosted on the back side. And this is going to be like a globe style tree, maybe 2 to 3 feet. So it'll stay pretty nice. So just a reminder, that one will get about 2 feet in diameter and 4 feet tall. And this stays 2 to 3 feet. Again, looking at the color combinations again. It's really striking. So this next one is an Angel Falls Weeping White Pine, and it looks really cool. It's kind of got a limey color, so here's a different pine right next to it. It's an Austrian pine, and then you can see the spruce behind it. And this one only gets like 4 feet wide, maybe max 3 to 4 feet wide, and like 8 feet tall. So this is a good tree for a small space for a specimen garden like I have. And I fully expect each one of these trees may touch or just barely touch. I really want to maintain space in between them. So this next tree is an Austrian pine. People don't like these. They tend to have a lot of disease. So we'll see how it goes. What I plan on doing with this is, again, making it a topiary, keeping it relatively small. So I'll cut those. I'll let it go maybe 2 more feet, and then I will start candling it and just keeping it in small form. This is going to be the central part. You can see the red flags. I have a power line running under there. So what I'm going to do is maybe plant a purple sand cherry, or I'll probably put a purple smoke bush behind the white statue, because I think between the green, the red, and the white, that might be really kind of nice. Even though this isn't the statue, it'll be one just a little bit bigger than this. And then because I can't do much in front here, I will probably put a little raised bed with some annuals, and I'm thinking of, again, putting maybe red coleus or maybe some orange coleus in here. And I could change it out every year. So that's what I'll do. So that way I'm not digging in the ground, because of course the power line's there. And even though the power line is 3 feet deep, I'm still very cautious about digging anywhere near a power line. So this next little arborvitae here, this is Sting. This is by Proven Winners. And this one looks really tiny because I wanted to get a smaller one to be able to afford it. So this one only gets about 12 to 18 inches in diameter and 15 feet tall. So this one provides, again, that Italian cypress look. Although it is an arborvitae, which means it's not going to be deer resistant, and I'll need to spray it to keep it nice. But that's just another nice foliage next to the big white spruce behind it. So it'll be fun to watch it grow. I think it grows pretty fast, so we'll find out. And like I said, it's supposed to be pretty narrow, so it should not be a problem for that power line. Here is another Proven Winners. This is a soft serve gold. This one will get about 6 feet wide and maybe 10 feet tall. Here the two are side by side, and then you can see the white spruce in the background. So you can see it's a little bit different color. So that should be really nice as it grows. This is one of the newer blue spruces. This one's called Monte. It's part of the blues collection for the Isley Nursery out on the West Coast. And it should be fine. I think it's 6 feet tall and 4 feet wide, so it should match this area pretty good. And then the color combinations I have next to them should work. So again, taking a pan view, you can see the small soft serve, the blues, and I have 2 more to go through. And then we got the dark foliage of the dark evergreens of the white spruce in the background. So this next one gets about 12 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. And I'll correct it in the comments or on screen if it's a little different when I recheck my video. This next one is a Trautman Juniper. So it means it should be deer resistant for me, which I need. And the foliage is just different again, the growth habit. The needles on this is just a little bit different, the way that it comes together, and it's kind of clustering. And it's almost a blue-green color, which is kind of neat too. And then last but not least is my Alaskan weeping cedar. Look at the color of that compared to the white spruce in the background. And this is a big tree. This will get 30 to 40 feet tall, but I'll prune it back. I really should have a different variety. I think a green arrow is probably a better one to have. But I got this one for now, so we'll keep it and I'll train it the way I want it. Taking another look at these 3 trees together, you can see again the difference in the texture and the color is really quite amazing. It's going to be beautiful. So let me know in the comments, do you have a pinetum on your property? If so, which of these trees do you have? I'm growing in a cold climate, so evergreens are usually pretty good, although some of the evergreens that grow in the south, there's an Arizona cypress that's white that I would really like, but it's zone 6, I think, minimum, so I can't have that. So I'm looking for a zone 4 small form evergreen that may be a little bit more white in appearance. If you have any ideas, let me know. If this video is helpful, give us a thumbs up so YouTube knows to share this content with others. If you like garden tours, check this playlist next. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.